Hey everybody! Dog! There you go. Enough said. Anyway, guys, I got a little project on the go. Well, sorta. As you know, I like to just take things apart over and over again and keep changing it, keep changing it. But my Defender, as you can see, the rubber side up, it's going to get a big change. Big change, hopefully. I'm putting these tires back on this chassis. The body is coming off. I'm not using this body. That body's coming out and going to storage. I'd like to sell it, but you know, no one's gonna pay. No one wants to pay what I want for it, I'll bet. But anyway, so these beautiful tires are going back on. I'm putting them on my implement or their military rims. These guys. See? Ta-da! But I'm not using these tires. I'm gonna put those tires on these rims because these are heavy ass rims. And this is one of the rings out of this rim actually, and you can see it's got a fairly good wrap of lead on it. I don't know how many ounces it is. I really don't know, people. These are 1/4 ounce plates, so if you can get a rough idea, this I'm gonna space them out. But that's what's gonna be. I know there's a gap here. I'm gonna space them out, but this is gonna be the front. That's how heavy they're gonna be. Plus with these rims. So this thing's gonna have stinking load of weight in the front, and almost the equivalent in the rear, because of my plan. I want to make a hardcore rock truck, hardcore as I can get anyway. Like kind of like the goat here, as we all know. These 2.2s are coming off. Some people may say they look good, but you know what? I think they look like I don't like them. So I'm putting these ones back on. I like the smaller tires. You know, I like 1.9s. They look more scale, and I don't know. It's better. They're better. I'm not big on 2.2s. I just rather have it that way. So these beautiful tires are going back on that truck with those rims. Anyhow, as you know, I don't throw shit out. So I got tons of tires. Back when I was working, I'd buy something every week. So here's Sarah's truck with her Jeep with her bumper. As I made a comment, you know, Sarah wanted to keep it primered, so that's cool. I put her little D-links off of her old bumper on there, and she's primer gray. Sarah wants it that way, so that's cool. It just clears the tires too. Well, it'll rub just a small bit, but considering I didn't even measure anything. But there's that. So she's got a hell of a strong bumper on there. But trying to keep it task here. I'm kind of losing my marbles. Dog. So I'm stripping down these wheels that are on here. They're these ones. Taking them off, taking the weights out because I'm putting the weights in this thing because this thing's going to have an enormous amount of weight in the tires. It's got a 55 turn motor in it on a Valenian brushless or brushed censored ESC. Is going into there. I'm going to be taking the diffs apart and re-greasing everything. And I've got a 12-tooth gear that I'm going to be putting on the motor if I can get it to bolt on. Yeah, so these tires aren't going on. I've said that. I'm putting those tires on there. And the body that I'm thinking about, I'm working on it. If I can sell enough of these things and I can get the money made up, I'm getting a new body. These are the bumpers that I have for sale, as some of you may have known, you know, blah 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 blah. These are the ones I have for sale, you know. These ones I think 30. Somebody told me this is the price. I don't know. You let me know if you're comfortable. 35 and 40 for the box tubing ones. But anyway, that's, you know, let me know. Plus I got to make my own bumper for in front of this because I hate this shit. That's crap. That pisses me off. You know. I'm not going to say whose bumper it is because, you know, I don't want to make them feel bad. Or who cares? Anyway, plus, the battery tray is in the back of this truck. It's got to go up to the front. And then on my skid plates here, my rockers, that's where I'm going to mount my ESC. Because on the goat, it actually mounts like up under here on this on the other side. Plus it's aluminum, so it helps to cool it. So I'm going to slow this truck right down. Gee, that's bad. But like I said, I got to go over the whole truck, give it a once over, make sure everything's working good. We're changing it, cleaning it up, battery in the front, complete overhaul on this truck. different wheels and tires, hopefully different body. Alright, so yeah, just basically a big work in progress. And you know, I know some people think I have a lot of tools, but I do, but they're all for like working on heavy equipment, and it's all in storage room. 90% of that shit does not apply here. I just got, you know, a cheap Dremel that I got from work when I quit, or when I went on sick leave, and I basically got canned. I brought this with me. I don't have that much for bits, you know, like I got leftover chunks. I'm basically working on junk, but I do have all these nuts and bolts and washers that I got from my mom's place there. There's my brazing rod. Da-da-da. Brazing rod, you know, a torch. But anyway, see, I got all this too. Big pile of nuts and bolts and screws. So I went and dug through somebody else's old junk and I got a ton of shit. But I'm going to be making a cage similar to this for that truck. Well, won't be that truck, but you know what I mean. But I'm going to be making a similar cage, a newer one. I'm going to try and do it about the same way as I made this one, like structure-wise. I'm going to have to get some more brake tubes, so like I said, I got to sell some shit. So, I should sell that little car too, I never use it. But anyway, so yeah, and that car. I don't use that either, but, you know, actually I got to keep that one. Anyway, guys, so I'm blabbling on here. I got work to do. I haven't done too much yet today, and I still got to change these wheels and tires back because I don't like the way it looks. I got to break these down, and these are a pain in my ass. Devolution Dave, I got to remember to look online and get those, order a set of nuts and bolts when I get some money, because all these you have to hold with pliers to get them out. Like, I got a stick, you know, like these little pliers in there. This is like all the RC stuff I got, Lee. I don't really have that much for tool-wise. It's all the good shit I have is meant for working on heavy equipment. None of this shit. This doesn't apply here. Actually, I wonder if I should use this UC. No, I'll use this. This one's got a fan. Anyway, blah, blah, friggin' blah, blah. Oh, there's my rack. Too quick for you. There it is again. My tire rack. I made that out of brake tube as well. Yeah, fuck the world. Anyway, guys, I gotta get back to work. Devolution Dave rocks. Woo! Okay, later. Bye. Oh, God.